All right, everybody. Good afternoon. There's no music today. Whole long story behind that, but we're gonna get straight into what we need to get into. So here we
Very
go.
good.
We're live. Good afternoon, everybody. How
Okay.
you guys doing?
All right.
Good,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right. So as always, even with this show, I throw it first to Van. Van, what's going
Yes.
on?
What's up? What's up? Thank you. Of course, welcome to Philly Funk Radio's new edition of the Terrell's Family Barbecue Cooking Show. And of course, with us today, we have the one and only Ty Terrell. And we have, of course, also the partner of mine, Whitney Hickson, the chef, master chef for us, and does a lot of health cooking, made suggestions that Whitney's going to really become the chef for some of us guys here on the show with the team because we need someone to really look after us. So we just want to keep that in mind. So with that, we got a beautiful show today. It's Friday. The weather is nice here in Philadelphia.
Very
Welcome to
nice.
all our fans and viewers out there in Houston, Texas, and Virginia. We got California. We always got to throw out those shout outs. And listen, guys, if you want to be a part of this cooking show, we're going to do a taste test. You want Ty Terrell, the one and only, and also Whitney Hickson to come out to your location and do a taste test. We would love to do that for you, to let you know what professional cooking is really about. And we ask for, of course, a donation to go along with that. But we are the celebrities here. And you give us a call at 610-803-1624 to set that up. Ty Terrell. Ty, what number would they give you a call in case they want you to come out and do a taste test?
Well, you can give me a call at 267-444-6836, or you can hit me on the email, or you can hit me on the Gmail. You got the inbox. You got every kind of way you can get at us. You understand me?
Okay, let's get right into the cooking. What we doing, Ty?
Alrighty. Well, today we're going to give out a nice little secret tip about smoking. Now, for those who want to be safe, clean, and green, and y'all still have one of these commercial smokers like this, we're going to teach you how to turn it into a real smoker safely. Okay, so here it is. We got your propane grill right here. Now, what you're going to need one of these. These are called a smoker box right here. Now, you put your wood chips and some water in there. You only want your fire to be covered on the right side of the grill, right here. And then it's going to create that smoke effect like the real smoker does safely. So my temperature is up to about 400. Low and slow is the best way to go. So if you don't have the real tips to really know how to do it on the offset smoker and make it for real, with the real wood and everything, and you still have your propane grill, this is how you turn it into a smoker where you don't have to go in every 5 minutes and check your food. You know, it can sit there low and slow. You can keep it cooking real nice and good, and it'll still come out with that good smoke flavor with the great taste if you know what you're doing right on the grill. So that's a good tip for anyone who doesn't have a smoker, who doesn't really know how to smoke. Start on your propane grill. I recommend it. Once you learn how to do that, then you can upgrade to a bigger model smoker. I'll teach you how to do it with the real wood, the logs, and everything like that, and you'll still get your good flavor. So right now, I got the grill going, the charbroil, making sure you got your water filled up in here. You will put the wood chips, not the big blocks of wood chips. Let them soak, and it'll create a whole smoke flavor for your food that will just taste so good. You won't even believe that you did it.
Okay, let me ask Whitney a question. Whitney, and if you were cooking that particular meal, how would you go about it that goes right in along with what Ty is saying?
Well, like you said, it's a slow cook meal. So, I mean, the longer you cook it, the salt and the meat will just fall off the bones. So,
Mm-hmm.
as doing that, you have a lot of time in your hand when you smoke. I feel like you can get a whole meal done and let that stuff sit overnight for 12 hours and cook, and it'll be just right the next day for dinner.
Yep.
So when I think about smoking, I don't rush. Like my dad taught me how to make to smoke a pig from scratch
That's
by
what I'm
building a
talking
smoker.
about.
Wow.
So, when it comes to making a whole pig, I know that's a 12-hour to almost damn near 24-hour cook.
17, 24 hours for a whole pig. You're so right.
Yeah, so you got to make it nice and slow because you want it to fall off the bone. You want that flavor to stay in there. You also want to taste a bit of that wood. You want that smoky flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially the type of wood you might use. If you know anything about wood and how different types of trees burn, you can taste it in the flavor of your cooking. But you don't want it overpowering it, but you just want that little bit of, because it's so much healthier to smoke and grill everything. I don't care what you're eating.
Wow.
It's so much easier to cook. Cook like the grill and you don't have to worry about all them additives like when you're frying chicken and stuff. We don't need to fry no chicken. You grill it. You put it on the smoker. Let it cook. Put the ribs on the smoker. You can do so much stuff with the smoker, in my opinion. I'd rather smoke and grill stuff than put the stuff on a skillet and saute it or whatever, because I want my stuff to fall off the bone. Like you see when I make my turkeys, I put them in my oven and I let them cook overnight at like 200 if not lower. So then when I come into work, you see me pull the bone out and it just falls flat out.
Wow.
So it's all about timing. And like I said, if you're not in a rush, to me, I feel like smoking is one of the best things to do.
Right.
And it's just it keeps the flavors intact.
Yeah, sounds good. Todd, what's your comeback on that, man? You two guys are the cooks.
What's the best? Can I ask you a question? What's your best favorite wood to cook with for a pig?
I say oak.
Oak?
Yeah.
Oak is pretty okay. But I think cherry gives it more of that robust
That
flavor.
cherry was, I forgot about the cherry. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. That cherry, and you could definitely, yes, you're right. I agree with you on that. I'll be forgetting sometimes some of them, but that cherry wood is amazing.
Now, any kind of pork goes good with a flavor wood, like let's say apple, cherry, pecan, or peach wood. Any of that really good.
Okay. And Tom, since this is professional cooking, give us that. I like what you did on your first show. West Philadelphia, what? Go and tell us how you.
Born and raised in the playground where I spend most of my day. Shooting in the swing, checking all cool and shooting some b-ball outside of the school with a couple of guys. They were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. One little fight. My mom got scared. Now we moved to Texas. That's where we went. Then she moved us to Texas, man.
Hell no.
Hey, Jerry, you got anything to throw on when it comes to food and cooking before we take a break?
I'm being honest. If I can't air fry it or microwave it, I ain't doing it.
Oh man!
I don't think that air fryer is just I don't have the air fryer. I refuse to buy an air fryer because I'm a chef. I'm not using the air fryer to cook nothing. And then air fryer is not allowed in my house. If I see an air fryer in my house, it's out of here.
We'll see. Unfortunately,
Jerry, are we close to a break time?
In a few minutes. Now I was gonna say with me, I don't have really the space for like all the cooking stuff and all that, so that's why I just have an air fryer and a microwave. I'm in a pretty small space.
Okay, so when you say a few minutes, let's take maybe 1 or 2 minutes, guys. We're going to do food, but we're also going to talk about a quick subject. Guess what? The biggest subject right now dealing with food is the presidential debate. Did anybody see that right now? Because everybody's talking about that. Trump and Biden.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I will get into it later. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're already talking about some Democrats about replacing Biden as the nominee.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I seen that this morning.
That's what they're talking about. We can pick up on that. Are we close to a break, Jerry?
Yes. So this is what we're gonna do. Since we're talking about cooking, we have a quick cooking segment. It's in Spanish. We're gonna run that, and we're gonna run a commercial, and then we'll be back right after this. Let me see. 1, 2.
Ahí están las cosas finales.
But Terrell, I heard you into.
Terminando los minutos. Cuando venga vamos a ver la explosión de sabor que va a tener mi mamá. Ok, ya. No sé abrirlo. Oh my god. ¡Au! Ok, denme algo para yo cogerlo. Ok, listo. Mira qué bello.
Enséñalo. Voy.
Es que nadie escuchó. Miren ahí la belleza que quedó. Tenemos la mano lavada por si acaso. Miren qué decora. ¡Wow! Estamos vivos. Thank you for much por preguntar. Venga, ahora este. Esto es lo malo porque tiene muchas cosas adentro. Ese es el mío y nosotros no somos mañosas. Tortilla con queso. Vamos a ponérselo aquí. Si Lali va a fregar los toquecitos. Ok, yo fregué ya hoy 2 veces. Mami, no te quejes, pero te vamos a echar una pista. ¿Por qué?
Sí, van a cortan un chin de cosas.
Mamá, ¿tú quieres, mamá?
Mami dijo que no quería con eso. Que le cortaron chin de queso. A mamá, córtale.
Si los amas tanto como para meterte a buscarlos en el patio de juegos, entonces seguramente visitarás nhtsa.gov/protegidos para comprobar que van en el car seat correcto.
All right,
Love it.
everybody.
And people don't realize.
All right, we
people
are
always
back.
be talking about chicken pieces and like, oh, I don't like dark meat. Dark meat has the best flavor.
The best, man. Oh,
Thighs are the best. They keep the
look at that
season
smoke. Look at that
right
smoke.
loose. And you got to
That's
keep it moist to keep it not dry. But
That's
thighs
what
and legs
that's what
are
that
the
that
best.
smoker box for right there. You put that water in there. You put your wood chip. That's how you create a
Mhm.
smoker out of it. You know what I'm saying? It keeps it nice and moist. If it's not on the regular smoker, you know what I'm saying? The regular smoker,
Right.
man. Whew, I got to stack up my firewood. That's what I got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get me a burnt shut.
All right. So, believe it or not, we've been back for like the last 45 seconds.
Oh
Okay,
man, we
okay.
just
Well,
in here talking.
Since
No,
we've
no,
been
no,
back,
it's good.
let me bring everybody back in, even though the viewers and listeners are watching. So, of course, I'm Van Stone, the face behind the voice. Right now, we'll welcome you back just in case. It's the second show. Many coming along with Todd Terrell and Terrell's Family Barbecue. So, if you want to really taste some of the Terrell's Family Barbecue, you can actually place an order. You need to reach out to Terrell at the Terrell's Family Barbecue with Ty. We already shout out the number at the earlier show. You will be able to catch up with that. We also have, of course, Jerry Wilson here. He's not the cook, but he is the board master, and he's helping us in getting involved with this cooking. We have Whitney Hickson, who is a chef, and she's a part of the Van Stone team. And it looks like we're going to get a nice little partnership going on between the Terrell Barbecue and also Whitney Hickson, because Whitney Hickson does catering as well. So what I want to do is, while you
Yeah,
guys
my,
are talking, let me bring back to what you guys were talking about. You were talking about white meat and dark meat. Bring that in, and we'll bounce back around, because we remember we got the viewers.
Right. Well, like you said, I do cater. So my company is Philly Fat Girl Cuisine.
What was it
It's called
called?
Philly Fat Girl Cuisine.
Oh,
You know, so that's my name for my brand. And hey, look, I'm not no skinny girl, so I wouldn't say nothing less.
That's
So
what it
PPG,
is.
you know, PPG.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. Okay.
but
With the
yeah,
white
like
meat and the dark meat. The white meat and the dark meat. That's what you guys
I
are talking.
go with dark meat all the way, all the time. I buy
Yeah.
nothing but dark meat. As you can see, Mr. Sam, when you come here and I'm cooking, you don't see me buying breast. Or if I am cooking breast or anything, that's to make like Alfredo sauce or something like a chicken like that. But other than that, when I cook, I use thighs and legs. I
They
love
say
thighs
that
and legs, and I like
they
the
say
bone. in it.
they say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right?
And yes, it is. And you're not lying on that one.
You
You're
know.
not lying.
Well, that's good because we're looking at health here, and I see what Ty got going on. Ty, while you're cooking, you mentioned something that was going on between you and Whitney. You deal with music, and you have a record label. Bring that back in because you two were talking and discussing about Whitney's son, who's a rap artist. He's going to give his name out, and we actually plugged that in on our other shows. But since we have that, go back and forth a little bit about the music and the industry we're cooking.
Okay. Well, the music industry is always good for everybody, especially when somebody got some new tune they can put in somebody's ear to melt their earwax. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to bring new flavor upcoming to the new millennials, everybody that listen to new stuff. It's always a new creator out there. So you always want to stay tuned and open-minded for something new to break way into the new industry. So, yeah, we would love to hear lots of samples and some great things that he got coming and going on right now. You feel me?
Right, and I feel like my son. I mean, I'm his manager too. That's what he calls me. But when it comes to his music, yeah, I do all the work. Trust me, shows everything. I do all the work. I tell him sometimes they say Mama Doe before they say Big Doe.
Wow.
So, but that's how much work. That's much I invest in him, and he gives me much. He gives me so much praise because he's like, I'm his number one fan. Yes, because I help you with a lot of collabs that he has done. If it wasn't for me, he would have never met these people outside of states, doing shows and stuff. A lot of that was from me networking, doing a lot of networking. And I feel like if I didn't think he was good at music, I would be really honest with him and tell him, like, you need to go find another profession. Yeah. But I see how much he's invested, and I listen to his songs, and it ain't no gibberish. He's not skippity da 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 da. He's a jokester too with some of his music, right? So to me, he's not a trap artist. He's more melodic, and and he makes a lot of like funny jokes to some things. Like one of his songs is called "By Accident," and one day I'm gonna be real quick with this. One day we were at one of my sister's dad's birthday party, and my sister, she's one of these women that she'll go talking about the person, then she'll just edge off and start talking about herself. So one day she was like sounding like Oprah, like, you get a pack, you get a pack, you get a. So I said the same thing, like, we all get packed. So in one of his songs, he was like, you get a pack, you get a pack, you get a pack. And I was just like, look, you making jokes, like I knew exactly, like it was Oprah Winfrey and Tom Cruise, like you get a car, you get a car. So it's funny.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
His ad libs a lot. It's so funny because he be joking a little bit on some things, and only people that really listen to music can hear it. Other people are like, oh, this is hot, yeah, but you're not listening to what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to the words that he's saying. He's not sitting here saying, oh, I'm gonna jump around, skip around, I got my Glock on me. He's not talking about that. He's talking actual facts in life that I can back him up on a lot of the stuff that he's saying. But I feel like it's a lot of money involved in music. It's hard to get in there. But I always tell him, you're not trying to be commercialized. Keep being independent, because independent people make more money because it's more of them than the label. I'm like, there's a lot of underground artists that are not being as known as they should because they're not commercial, but they're past the hood. They're more known than outside their hood, and that makes a difference.
All right, sorry to cut you guys off, but we got about 5 minutes left because we're going to go to a segment afterwards. So what I want to do is I want to start to wrap up. And as always, I ask everybody for final thoughts for the show. And as always, we're going to start off with Van.
Oh, not always. I'm the last guy. We'll start out with Whitney.
Okay.
Okay.
Go, Whitney. Final thoughts.
Okay.
Your audio cut off.
Did y'all hear me?
No,
Start again.
if you have goals and dreams, they might not take. It just I feel like just pursue them. It might not happen overnight, but as long as you know what you want to do, keep following that path, and eventually it will come.
Right. Ty, you're up, Ty.
Already. Don't hate, participate. We want to come together as a community, as a unity. Keep your communities good and safe. Smoking on the grill, be clean and green. Hey, stay love for the city of brotherly love. That's what it is.
All right. It sounds good. And as far as what we're all doing with the Ty Terrell's Family Barbecue, we got to get used to hearing that, guys. I want you guys to reach out. We're not only in West Philly, we're also in Mount Airy. We are all over the place. And we're going to use this as a fundraiser to promote health. So please keep up with the show. When you go to our YouTube, subscribe, click like, all those details to those important things. And I think that when we go to the phillyfunkradio.com, check that out. We're playing music. We're going to do all these things that you can come in and participate. And don't forget, we want to know what your thoughts are. So give us your comments and your views, make suggestions, and have our celebrities come out and taste your food. We need that. The proceeds will go to our citywide process organization, Van Stone Productions Foundation, and the Heart Foundation as well. Right, Todd? The name of it?
Yes. The Royalty Heart Foundation.
Yes. Okay. So back to you, Jerry.
So again, as always, actually just wanted to let everybody know they can listen to the radio station, Philly Funk Radio, at www.phillyfunkradio.com. If you haven't done so, go on there, listen. You can also check out the shows that we're doing right here. They're posted usually a half hour to an hour after we actually do them, and it's pretty much fun. And you could go to YouTube and search Philly Funk Radio, or you could go to a service called Rumble and search Philly WPMRDB or Philly Funk Radio, and you can watch the shows as well. So that's going to be it for us today. We're going to run, speaking of Ty, we're going to run a segment with him from, I think it was originally posted on Instagram, but we're going to run that, and that's going to be it for the show, and we'll see you guys next time. All right?
All right.
All right.
On top of it all, we're here again with another episode of Heart Patients of America. I'm going to give you some news you can use, and hopefully it won't be old fuse. We have some real insight tips on how to stay alive, special excerpts that's coming out of my book, How to Keep on Living. Now some prime factors that you need to know, especially heart patients and diabetics. We're going to go with some organic carrots and some Brussels sprouts. This is a very good tip that you need to use either once a day, twice a day. You can drink some of this juice that will refurbish your mind, it will cleanse your soul, and it will brighten your spirit. So we have a juicer right here. We're about to get busy on some juice. The number one ingredient, that's the secret to the key of it all, is asparagus. If you never had asparagus juice, try it. It'll do wonders for your body. Mix it in with some carrots, some grapes, some apple for flavor. I got the asparagus, the Brussels sprouts going over here. So we're about to make us a live juice. Show you what it looks like in it. Which means right here, stay alive. Asparagus will keep you alive. Take all the toxins out of your body in 1 hour. These are the secrets the doctors don't want to tell you. Diabetic doctors don't want to tell you. They want to keep you on them pills. This is what real juice looks like. chopped apples, chopping that processed food. And the secret ingredient to Brussels sprouts is lemon. Better and more pleasant to eat. Finishing up the juicer, getting your real proteins and nectars of the gods. This is what it should look like. Tastes horrible, but think about how a burger from McDonald's or something that has been processed, think about how that tastes. It might be good. This is better. Yourself a nice, good full glass. Right there. Live, laugh, love. So here we are back on the porch with a nice, good glass of freshly squeezed juice from the earth. Don't forget to donate, click, like, share, or unfollow. Be generous. Help a heart patient out in need. Thank you.